Hello there, everyone. Welcome back. This is the reading for Virgos for 2026, and anyone who has Virgo sun, ascendant, moon, or other planets that are important in important places in Virgo, it might be for you too. Let's start with it because this time a little bit more cards wanted to jump out. So, first we will go through these cards, some explanation, then check the career and the other ones. So, it started with judgment. This card is all about administrative paperwork, procedures, and possible fines, maybe. You may also have to account for some actions and might, for instance, be in a position to someone who may request an explanation for their past attitude. Also, the judgment card evokes the idea of taking stock so that you judge what's going on in your life. What that involves will depend on the rest of the spread. So that's why I didn't resist the other cards that wanted to jump out, because this judgment, followed by the dependency and the yin energy, was telling me that you need to take stock of how you depend on others or who are depending on you. It can be a partnership, it can be business relationship, love relationship, can be your kids or you as someone's child might be still dependent on your parents. So take a stock of what kind of dependencies surround you in 2026, because life will force you to go and check them. And um, other dependencies can cover, for example, addictions. So, are you dependent on any addictive substances? Are you dependent on alcohol, drugs, your diet, or sugar, or relationships or emotional dependencies? So, check all your dependencies. Where do you not feel like you can stand on your own feet and life will just keep going on without changing? And then what is stopping you from accomplishing your potential for your own benefit? Because that dependency is probably stopping you. So, in this year, you will take stock, judge your dependencies, and then with your yin energy, the yin energy is really um, soft. The yin energy is really, it expresses your feminine side, regardless if you're a man or a woman. It's in everybody, and these things are like on a more spiritual level, it's more inwardness and it's more about thinking and gaining perspective and gentleness. Almost inactivity can be part of this. And yeah, that's what I would like to say. If your Saturn is somewhere important, be careful, because if you're not paying attention and probably not judging well which way you should go, then you might feel like life is stopping you, that you have to be inactive because, and you don't understand why. And then again, you will have some time to rethink and rejudge. Where are you dependent on others? Where can't you just find a way um, to be you and free and independent? Also, with this one, this one is also the yin energy is something that comes from inside. So it's when you thought enough, when you felt enough, then you give it out to the world. This one feels like, she has her heart and giving that in a shape of that flower. It's even red in the middle, and hibiscus is representing this yin energy. Um, and that's the time when you start nourishing. That's when you start giving. That's when you start putting everything outside that you have inside. And what follows is abundance. So basically, what it says that in 2026, it might be tough to go through and take stock, but when you find yourself in that soft energy and show it to the world what you have inside, abundance will follow. And that's why I didn't really ignore basically these cards that just jumped out because they explain it. So first one was the betrayal, then self-realization, lies, and health. All of them are talking about how you can and shall be more of yourself. So, for example, the betrayal card, obviously, it can mean as betrayal that somebody will betray you, but it also has other meanings. For example, it shows you that you need to invest in yourself more because you are the master of your own game. So if you felt like you invested in others and you felt betrayed because it was too much for them and they couldn't carry the load because actually they were just not capable of that, either emotional load or physical load, then you might felt betrayed. It doesn't mean necessarily that they um, they wanted to betray you, but this is how you felt. So it usually represents a past betrayal. But what is more important is that do not betray yourself. So you have to invest into yourself and master your own game. Self realization is the same. So it's just repeating how you can not you should not sacrifice yourself for someone else and do not self sabotage. So it's not necessarily that another person is there. It might be you are on your own, but you feel like you are sabotaging yourself, or you may be not feeling it, but now is the time to judge your own self and go deeper into yourself and put yourself first. Because if you are your own priority, then this will bring you a better future again, leading there. The lies telling us very similar. So obviously, this card refers to intentionally or unwittingly doctored words to promises unkept, but on another level, the lies card points to your lack of lucidity, to the promises you made to yourself or others that you haven't kept. So it can be the lies of others, or can be your lies that you have promised before, and if you didn't keep your promise, that became a lie. And then the health card, for me, it looked like or felt like it's a summary of everything that we do. It will manifest in our health. So if you see, and they are underneath each other's as well, then health card can refer to like ills and sicknesses, but it's also, as you can see, the girl is kind of eaten up by the darkness. That is health. Like it's kind of like the mental health, all those dark thoughts and like that dark cloud enveloping her. But if nothing is done, that cloud can really go over and get into the physical level as well. But this card also points to the elements from your past that have not been dealt with, such as limiting thoughts, fears, trauma that you still carry within. So it's kind of warning you that if you do not do this, what is your joy in this year, then it will go into your health. It's already there in some ways, probably, but it has such a threat that it will overtake it. So it's kind of showing us, like in parallel, what can happen if you judge well. You can avoid betrayal. If you get rid of your dependencies, you can have the self-realization. If you how can I say, you assess the lies around you, let it be yours, your past lies or others, and inside internally you deal with all this and show still that love that it's inside you, then it leads to abundance. If you take care of your health, mental health, physical health, emotional, um, even financial health, it will lead to abundance in that field. The more you do, the more will come back as well. And yeah, so it all says that leads to that what are the things that prevent you basically from revealing yourself as you truly are and from feeling light inside. So that's why I felt like this was really an explanation of really a help, like what are those aspects of your life that you can think of So to go through in this journey and end up there. Then I asked about the career. So, career wise, we've got the resources, foresight, savings, fast changes, and there is another one, the social status. So, basically, similar like being yourself, using your resources wisely, and paying attention to things that are important to ensure your wealth. And wealth can be well-being, wealth can be financial wealth can be career wealth can be your nerves, your peace, whatever wealth represents to you. It can be social status. Also, savings followed. So it says like, okay, you have some resources, use them wisely, think ahead, but always keep some savings, probably because fast changes are coming. And take the bold steps forward, it says. So it's not like, oh, there are these changes, but I have savings and I'm looking in the future, I can ignore this. No, you can't. Actually, this one leads you to that social status. So something in this year will happen that is like a fast, quick social status change. Maybe you change inside that will lead you there, or you will just have worked enough. Like you're a Virgo, you're a hard worker, working person. So you might have worked for it, and this is just the right timing to reach that height that you wanted. Just pay attention to this one. Don't get arrogant. Sometimes when we are up there, we don't behave as we did behave before when we weren't there. And somebody will be there with you for sure. At least one mirrored soul. This card, it came out in another reading as well, but this card means that it's a very cosmic relationship, but it's also a tough one in many ways. So it's as beautiful as challenging. It can feel the most natural thing. That person, like, when a person feels like, oh, I knew you forever, but it's also quite tough because if it's mirroring you, then it's your good side and your bad side finding its mirror as well, the image in the mirror. So it doubles up, both of them. So you need to deal with, oh, if it's good, it's really good, but if it's bad, it's gonna be really tough. So when you have this mirror soul in your life, it's one of the hardest yet most fulfilling relationships you will ever experience. And serving as cosmic mirrors, each soul reflects aspects of the other that may need healing and balancing. So, with this card, I would also highlight that if you have a mirror, then you are a mirror too to someone. That's just natural. So, be aware of it that if you are mirroring that person is mirroring you, and vice versa. Although this process can be very confrontational and challenging, it is also rewarding as it accelerates the growth for both souls. So it means when two souls meet and it's like, yep, we are ready to step up. That's the sign. So it's not just your social status, but your soul will step up to the next level. You will rise, which is probably a good thing that it happens at the same time so that you can avoid becoming arrogant because you learn so much from this mirroring kind of soul in your life that probably that will protect you, but still be vigilant and stay away from your own arrogancy basically. And many times you will feel tested and challenged, which already we know from the previous cards. So all those things of your health and lies and betrayal and dependency, just pay attention. So it's about showing you what are those things that might trigger you in this year more, and it's for a reason. It's for a very good reason, and because they all talked about to be more of yourself, have the self-realization, become the person you always meant to be. Even this one and that one talked about the light that it's inside you and put it outside. When you put it out, it will grow. And yeah, just just confirming that it's a very important thing for your heart. Okay, so you will have a beautiful partnership in life. And that partner, that mirroring soul, can appear in your love life, it can appear in your work life, especially considering this one because of that status. And will be with you this year. Maybe that person is already with you. Maybe you already feel it, that somebody can be sometimes very irritating, other times very rewarding. But the next one says, let your ship set sail. So, dear risk avoidant Virgos, this is time. You have your ship, and ships are not built, to be on the shore. They are built for water. So, yes, life can be challenging, but trust your ship and let's sail now. Let's see what other practical advices we have for this year. How to do all this, how to go through all this. Oops, two jumped out. One is the winds of change. If we didn't know it yet, then this will come. Where should I put you here? So that wind of change will make you do things. It also says that guiding you in a completely new direction. So it's not just that it's a fast change, that something can happen. It might even go to a direction that you haven't thought about it, which can frighten you, but don't be. Like the ocean is vast in every direction. So it's so unlimited potential is in you that you shouldn't be afraid. Just go and allow yourself. And go with the ease of the breeze. This one actually says to be led by the breeze with ease. Avoid the storms. So actually, when it's easy breeze, just go there. Slowly, slowly, you will reach your destination wherever you are going. And then the other one was the listen closely. So listen, your human shell is calling for your attention. Listen to your body. Okay, I will put this here because it's right connection in between the two. So the body already knows that it needs attention. Pay attention to your body and pay attention to your health and listen to it. It will tell you how to get into that energy. This is an inward energy. Listening to your body is also an inward energy. If you look at this picture, she's listening inwards as well. So it's gonna be extremely important in 2026 to really listen inwardly. And where is this? Back, let's see. What are these wise women are telling us with the power of the divine feminine? Oh, the Princess of Mercy. I think we had that one with Cancer. So it says that the energy of the universe is merciful and giving is receiving. I would put that next to the social status one because it says don't get arrogant and be more giving and more merciful. Is, for me, it's telling me that actually when you reach that social status, don't think that's the end of the journey. Be more giving. Maybe you give that from that one. You have a new wealth created there. It's a status. Use it. Use it for something good. Use it for more giving so that more abundance can follow. This is beautiful. Now we can check who are the people who will be around you. We will use the animal spirits and see what type of people are around you in 2026. Oops, two jumped out. One was the dog and one was the swan. And oops. Oh, this wombat is really popular. And the wombat and the deer. So, the type of people you probably have, the dog always represents the loyalty and also encourages you, this person will encourage you to be loyal to what you love. And probably it is a loyal person. And then the swan is, it says it's time for a deep dive. It's something or someone that seems very pure, very graceful, yet still very, very daring to go deep, to go under the water where you cannot see. Let's go there, listen to your feelings, and deep dive. The wombat, the homebody. It came out in many readings, so I guess it's connecting us that in some of our lives, the wombat appears. So in your life, Virgo wombat, that kind of homebody person is someone who likes being at home, who appreciates probably the small things at home, who appreciates the fulfilling emotions that a home can represent. Then the deer, bring a gentle touch. The deer, it's almost like a phone. It's really, how does it make me feel? It's someone who likes a little bit of accessorizing. It's very funny that the deer has all that head, kind of almost like a hat on a head, same as the wombat. So, and the dog, actually all of them has. But the deer is really looking like it's a little bit almost like a hippie deer who has the feathers on the head and likes fashion and likes all this gentle touch that the feathers even represent. The deer itself is gentle, and however, so probably you will get to know that this person is the one who surrounds him or herself with very soft and gentle things, even things and accessories, and their home and their ways of moving can be very gentle. Now let's check how do they feel about you. So, yes, how the dog spirit will relate to this person. How does it feel about the Virgo? Show us something. Okay. Okay. Here you go. That's your divine match. The dog thinks that you are their divine match, that you are soulmates or twin flames. Someone who is either completely like you or complementing you. They consider you as their destiny. Let's see the swan. It was faster. Coming around. The swan can be someone who thinks about you like as an ex or someone you already got in touch with and wanting to come around you and try again. Next one. The wombat. The love stories and the expressions. So love stories, communicating and saying that needs to be said, being able to share your feelings. This person will probably very nicely and gently let you will help you in this journey of self-expression and self-realization, and probably encourage you a lot to express yourself, to dare to be vulnerable, to dare to be honest, to dare to communicate. And even if they are not like loud, they don't have to be loud. It can be through silent poem, but it will that person will really, really encourage you to go after your own inner self. Let's see the deer. Oh my dear. This one. What's coming out for the deer? The gentle spirit. How does that person relate to our Virgo? Let's see. There you go. Fan the flames and the awareness. So the deer is probably having feelings for you, romantic feelings. It can be an ex because it says renewal, but it can be someone new with a romance and someone who cares about you, and it has awareness. It is aware that you are looking for love, but I'm not sure if you are dating or not, or if you are, it doesn't feel like you are on a dating market, but if you are, then that deer knows it. Maybe as shy as it is, it cannot express it. So I asked another one. Strong roots. It says, so probably you know this person and you are building a foundation and trust that person believes. So that person is really friendly with you, most probably. It's like the one that is shy and probably in your friend zone, and you are not even aware that how much he or she is maybe in love with you. but in a different way, in a romantic way. So yeah, you will have the loyal one who is your divine match in a soulmate level, but there is someone else who can still love you romantically, and maybe someone else coming back. And the wombat is someone who will help you express yourself. It can be a mentor, it can be someone who is just really relaxing you. Someone, the moment you will recognize that that person spreads peace, it will really be playful. Wombats are really playful, but in a very playful and these little chubbies roll around and enjoy themselves, and they will not be the ones who care much about what others think about them. So that person you will recognize maybe like that. Yeah, so here it is for 2026, dear Virgo. I'm wishing you a really beautiful and painless as possible journey to find yourself and be yourself and expressing yourself in 2026. Bye.